All right, hello everybody. So this week, the Esports CI Twitter account, which is Esports Certification, I believe is what this stands for. They actually came out and they have basically just said, hey guys, you can pay $400 to get out, do a test, and then we will give you an esports certification to show that you are a real esports person and you can be in esports and you're not a fake esports. You're not an espats, you're not an ersats espats, you're not a espatso, you're not an espaz. But to be a real esports, you need to fill out this, you need to pay this people who just made up their thing $400 so you can be like, I can now be in the meritocracy and get more diversity and inclusion rather than them just hiring their friends. So they basically put out this thing. It's a public benefit corporation. That's why they need the $400 from people to sign up. And basically everyone was like, what is this crap? Guys, the exam just costs $400. We've priced the test at the bottom of industry level certification exams like the CFA exams, which is $3,300 per level, or the CPA, which is $4,000 from established industries, from people that are the dominant organization in their field that exist for a reason. And when you do those exams, I'm pretty sure some of those provide you with like insurance and stuff once you're actually signed up as a registered person with those things, right? At least with similar things in Australia, often you're paying to get insurance and stuff. These guys are like, well, we're basically the same as getting your CPA, which is just hilarious. So basically everyone has just been laughing at them the last few days and making fun of them, and everybody's just insulting them. My esports qualifications, no uni degree, no esports certificate, literal world champion, says Riot Azale. Everyone's just been pooping on them all day. So the meme account, the Blizzard SC2 balance team, has come out and said, hey guys, we know you've been waiting on an update. We are also going to announce our Starcraft 2 balance certificate exam to know whether or not you're allowed to comment on balance. So we're going to take the test right now, and we're going to see if I pass. Am I allowed to have opinions on balance, or am I just a piece of crap? I don't know. Let's find out. Okay, at the end of Wings of Liberty, what was by the community considered the most unbalanced unit? I think Terran was probably the strongest. People forget MVP. He's the king of wings. You can't argue with the results of the most dominant champion in Wings of Liberty. Definitely not Broodlord Infester or the Soul Train that won the 2012 World Championship. Parting was an exception. It was only because he had godlike micro. So that was not the Soul Train. It was Parting Soul Train. Logic. Broodlord Infester was also not that good. It actually got figured out towards the end. There was one lucky championship from Sniper. Who was the strongest foreigner during the Heart of the Swarm era? Was it Stefano, Snoot, Huck, Serral, or Haas? Option 6. Oh shit. I mean, Serral had the most potential. I think he got like top 64 in a tournament back in Heart of the Swarm. So did Serral ever make Challenger? Haas actually beat good people. This one I'm going to answer seriously. I think we're going to say Snoot was actually the more consistent. Stefano was better peaks early on. Snoot was better over the duration. We need a serious answer to that one. Who was the 15th Pope? Everyone knows that was Telesphorus, because he was the one who was into the orgies and stuff. StarCraft 2 Wings of Liberty was released on a Thursday. Who doesn't know that? What is currently the strongest unit in StarCraft 2? Have they just listed every... Okay, I mean, everyone knows that's the Baneling. I watch GSL. Tastosis say it on a daily basis. It's clearly the Baneling. Zerg won 11 out of 19 tournaments in 2020. What does this show you when it comes to balance? Zerg players are better than other players, from the other races. Terran and Protoss players are focusing too much on each other, not enough on their respective X versus Z matchup. Terran and Protoss players are jet-lagged. Maru is slumping. I think it's clearly the jet lag. F is a quadratic function whose graph is a parabola, opening upward and has a vertex on the x-axis. The graph for the new function g defined by gx equals 2 minus f x minus 5 has a range defined by the interval. 2 plus 2 is 4. We do some quick maths. I think, yeah, buff queens seems like the right answer. If one Zergling can run 1 mile in 1 hour, how long can 100 Zerglings run in 100 hours? Well, they have 4 legs. You've got to multiply by 4. So that would be, if it's 100 hours, so it's times by 400, it should be 400. They don't even have 400 miles here. This is a trick question. Can we leave that one blank? That's a trick question. That doesn't make any sense. I guess the closest to 400 to 400,000 would be, what's closer, 1 million or 10,000 to 400,000? 10,000 is technically closer, so it's 10,000. Who is the current top player in Starcraft 2? And we know that's Haas. Any Protoss player? Oh my god. Late game ZVT. Okay, last page. Late game ZVT has started tending towards long, drawn-out turtle games that favor Zerg. What change do you make? So should we nerf mules to force Terran to be more aggressive? Buff queens. Rework the Infester again. Reach out to prominent pro players and community members for feedback. Make a random change and hope for the best. I'm a little torn because I think nerf mules to force Terran to be more aggressive is kind of on par. But we're going to go with make a random change and hope for the best for this one. I think I'm about 50-50, so I wish I could give 2 answers for that one. The win rate of a certain build is getting very high. You've never seen it lose. What do? Do you lock the build behind an upgrade? Reach out to prominent pro players and community members for feedback? Take a look at maps to see if certain map features are making it strong? Buff queens or buff the struggling race? You know, I honestly think we lock the build behind an upgrade. If something's too powerful, just throw an upgrade down in the way of it. That'll be, it fixes most problems. It's what we call the chastity belt approach to balance. If something's a little bit too alluring and powerful and it's kind of, it can create too many problems and stuff, just wrap a chastity belt around it, lock it up, and make it much harder to get at. It worked in the Middle Ages with royalty, and I think it works now with StarCraft. Solving problems through analogy is a time-tested way of fixing the balance, guys. Protoss players are complaining that they are vulnerable during the early game. What do? Do you reach out to prominent... Okay, reach out for feedback. Tell them they are wrong. Add a new ability to the Nexus. Buff Protoss defensive options or nerf Protoss. I think we add a new ability to the Nexus. I think the next ability should be like... flashlight. What's it? Not flashlight. What is it? We're like a spotlight. So basically what happens is, because you need another gimmick to defend as Protoss just to balance it without breaking the rest of the game, you have an ability and basically it activates, and for 20 seconds you get a spotlight. It's the size of a force field and it shines a blinding light there, and basically it just basically gives the enemy units in that 50% chance to miss. It kind of like flashbang, and you can micro the flashlight around, and there's like a zealot that pops out, like the top of the Nexus comes off, a flashlight comes out with a zealot on it, and he kind of like points the light. So as you click the force field around, you kind of micro it like a disruptor shot. He kind of points it at the different units. So I think that's pretty solid. I think that's a good idea. So I think we're all on par with that one. I think we're all on board. If you've received feedback that some units are not seeing any play, as they are too hard to control for too little reward, what do? Do you rework the unit to make the risk versus reward more in line with other units? Tell the players to get good, buff queens, or rework the other late game units to be just as hard to control? We're going to go with a serious answer here, which would never get picked usually. Rework the other late game units to be just as hard to control. I think that should be the answer always. Make the units all difficult. Like, if you guys think about it, I've always thought Battlecruiser Teleport was a bit too powerful. You just click a button and you're on the other side of that. That's bullshit, right? So I always thought what should happen to balance that out is all top tier, really powerful game-changing abilities. To cast it, its effectiveness should be balanced by a quick time sequence. So as you're casting it, basically it says cool, and then it pops up with like tap X and Y on your keyboard or something like that, and you've got to tap them, and the more button presses you get in on those two, the more effective it is. So if you don't press them at all, the BC is like, and it's like when your car fall starts and it like jumps like 2 inches maximum range in the direction of where you told it to teleport. And if you hit like 400 XY buttons in that 2 seconds, then it'll actually go the full distance. And it's a sliding scale anywhere in between. What do you guys think on that? I hope you guys are on par and are willing to elect me as the next StarCraft 2 balancer. It's time for a new map pool. What maps do you add? The winners and top-rated maps from the last Team Liquid map contest? Time to pull some maps from the better eras of StarCraft 2, Dream Pool 2.0. Players need more time to learn the maps. Keep the map pool the same as the previous season. If we don't spend any money on new maps, our boy Bobby can finally afford his 5th mansion. Island. I think Island is actually the answer there. Let's be real. We're talking about Mr. Bobby Kotick there. I think it's 5th Island, not 5th mansion. Didn't he just get like a $300 million bonus or something? Like, jeebus. I think both. I think it's a win-win. There's two sides to why that works. Your company stops supporting the game you were working on. Do you find a new job? Oh, this is hitting close to home. Find a new job, throw some untested changes out there to fuck everyone over and then leave. Find a closet in the building to live in so you can keep making balance updates. Or just shitpost. And I think I speak for all of us when I select just shitpost. I don't actually work at Blizzard, so I can't hide in the closet. I do hope that someone has stayed there and is in a closet inside Blizzard and is the person who made the new map pool come out, for instance. We'll find out. But yeah, I think this is a good idea. What is the right way to balance the game? Protoss Zimba, fix it, re. All right, we're gonna submit. Let's see. Thank you for attempting. View accuracy. All right, let's check how we did, guys. Oh, 2 right. Wait, it wasn't Pope Telesphorus. It was Pope Zephyrinus. Oh, Jesus, must have got my popes mixed up. Wings of Liberty was released on a Tuesday. It wasn't a Thursday. God, I suck. What is currently the strongest unit in StarCraft? It's not the Baneling? Wait. It doesn't tell you what it is, though? Oh, Warp Prism, Thor, or Queen. Okay. Terran and Protoss players are jet lagged. We did get that one right. All right. Oh, it's Infinity, minus Infinity or 2? What? Is that right? Does anyone here know how to maths? Does anyone here know how to make of the numbers? Was that right? It is correct. Oh, damn. Ryan's smart. He knows how to numbers. 100 miles. It's not 100 miles. It's 400,000. Jesus. Idiots. Who is the current top player in StarCraft 2? Correct answers are Serral and any Protoss player. I got that wrong. I thought it was Haas. Haas beat Kurin's last the other week. That's bullshit, man. I don't think they're qualified, whoever made this test. I've actually got a lot of these correct. No. Make a random change, hope for the best was right. Lock the build by an upgrade. Add your ability to the Nexus. This is good stuff. I mean, I think we've already got it. I think we've got the idea. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Make sure you do go check it out. We've got a link to the StarCraft 2 Balance Certificate exam down below in the description. Catch you next time. Goodbye and good night.